Anyway, you sure that I can help you? It's absolutely necessary for you to see Santiago personally?
Yes, it is.
Well, you may not know this, but the fact is Santiago is more than a mere employee in this company.
Yes, I know that. He was going to marry your daughter, I believe.
Yes, however, things don't always work out.
You wanted him to marry you?
I wanted my daughter to be happy.
Yes, of course.
Well, Santiago made a decision, and I think he did the right thing. I was told that he was supposed to marry a nurse, I think, but the wedding was canceled at the last minute. I don't know what happened.
He was going to marry my sister.
Your sister?
Yes. Lisa Estrada's my sister.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Well, it's true.
And why did Lisa not get married? I don't understand why they didn't go ahead with the wedding.
I don't know. All I know is that Lisa really liked the guy. And I just wanted to do the right thing.
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante.
You still single?
Yes.
Well, you won't be for long, I bet. Not with the looks that you've got. I think that Senor Solis is falling in love with you.
I'll never love anyone like I loved you, Santiago. All my love is gone now. It's in your eyes, in your skin. Nobody can take your place. Even though we can't be together.
To be honest, I would never have thought for one moment that the woman Santiago was going to marry could be Margarita's sister-in-law. It's a small world, isn't it?
You could say that.
And what surprises me is that in the end it didn't happen after what happened with my daughter.
I'm really sorry that my sister became involved in this affair. She really didn't know what was going on in Santiago's life.
Oh, no, really, come on. I'm not holding her responsible. Not at all. I know Santiago better than most, and I know... I don't want to speak badly of him under the circumstances, but Santiago isn't someone whose intentions are clear.
Look, I don't know much about Santiago Ortega, except my sister fell in love with him, and he seemed serious.
Yes, I know. And in your position, I'd have felt the same. But I've known him for many years, and this behavior... Well, it's not surprising, to be honest. Of course, I feel bad about Barbara, and about your sister, too.
Lisa will get over it, though.
Oh, I'm sure she will. There's no doubt. Of course she will. I'm just sad for my daughter, you see, because she deserves someone who is worthy of her. Your sister, too. And to be honest, I really don't feel that Santiago Ortega would have been the right man to make them happy. Aurora, be careful with Simon. Don't pull his hair like that. And you, Alicia, you be gentle with him, too. All right. I have to come up with a title. You got any ideas, Simon? Huh? Let me see. Okay. The husband. That's me. Okay. Now hold on, it needs more. The husband. The husband. Hey, have you finished? The husband in the cage. Ugh. The super husband. Super husband. Ugh, that's no good. Okay, let's try another one. Yes, but what? Frustrated. The frustrated husband. The husband in the house. No, that's pathetic. Forget it. No way. Come on. Why am I writing anything? I have no reason to write anything. You know what? Let's go do something else. Let's all go in the kitchen. And we'll fix something really tasty for lunch, okay?
3 days away from home? On some island of the Caribbean, hundreds of miles away? No, I'm sorry, it's not on. I'm not prepared to go along with this. And what am I supposed to do there? Flaunt myself in a bikini? No, senor. No. I'm sorry, I've got a husband, 2 children, and I'm not going. You're not making decisions for me, Jorge Ignacio. What are you doing, Sylvia? What's the matter with you?
Well, I'm very sorry you didn't manage to see Santiago. At least I had the opportunity of meeting you.
Thanks for your hospitality, but I have to get back. I don't think you'll be coming in now, right?
No, I don't think so. But I'll tell him you were here, of course.
Well, thanks a lot. Bye.
Yes, goodbye, and please give Margarita my regards, if you would.
Yes, of course.
I don't know what's going on, but he took Margarita's husband into his office and they're still in there.
Hey, can you imagine it? If he finds out what kind of woman she really is.
No, I don't really think so. I don't think that's why Ernesto took him in there, quite honestly. Sorry, senor, I didn't have any luck, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Please just tell him I'd like to talk to him.
Of course I will.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I don't know why you made me come here. You know I don't like coming to hospitals. They make me sick. Just take it easy, O'Myra. This won't take all day. When we finished here, we'll go and do some shopping, okay? Just don't ask me to go in with you, because I refuse to do it. I'll wait out here. All right, okay. And thanks for your company.
See you later, Ruby. I'll try to talk to Dr. Contreras and, well, if you hear anything...
Don't worry, you'll be the first one to know if I hear anything.
Thank you.
Oh, goodbye. Good luck. Bye.
Well, just the person I was thinking about.
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por...
Oh, you were thinking about me? Well, I'm honored.
I wasn't thinking pleasant things.
Well, now, excuse me, I have an appointment.
You're not going anywhere. You're staying right here.
Have you gone crazy? Let go of me!
You're gonna stop hurting those around you. You've done enough damage.
Damage? Damage? Look, you're doing the damage to me! Look, my arm is all bruised. Animal!
Well, I'm glad to see that you do have blood in your veins.
Santiago, I've got nothing to say to you. Goodbye.
No!
Santiago, if you don't mind, this is not a place for scandal, all right?
Oh, isn't it? I didn't know you were against scandals in public. In fact, I had the distinct impression they were one of your specialties. Or had you forgotten the scandal in my office with Barbara? Or don't you want one here because everybody knows you and your husband?
What do you want? Huh?
What happened at the wedding with Lisa?
Why don't you ask her?
I would if I could find her.
Santiago, listen, I don't know anything. I didn't see her.
Margarita, Lisa was going to marry me. She was looking forward to it.
I don't know anything.
It was you. You said something.
Look, Santiago, I'll be late for my appointment. Leave me alone.
What happened?
Oh, keep your voice down, will you?
Margarita, I swear, you've never seen me like this before. I'm really pushing my limits, and right now, I'm capable of almost anything.
What do you want from me, Santiago? Huh?
You talked to Lisa.
Yes, I did. Yes.
I knew it. And what did you tell her, huh?
Santiago, please let go. You're hurting me.
Why did you tell her that the baby you're expecting is mine? Excuse me, I'd like to speak to Dr. Jaime Contreras if I could. Oh, yes, of course I will. Thanks a lot. Hello, could I speak to Dr. Jaime Contreras?
Who's calling, please?
Vicente Quintana.
Senor Quintana. This is Delia. Dr. Contreras isn't here.
Oh, and do you know when he'll be in then? Yes, I see. So he's attending a conference, huh? Well, in that case, could you tell him that I called? Thanks a lot. Of course. Thank you. Goodbye.
What's up, Vicente? Is there a problem with Lisa's boss?
Why do you keep insisting, Santiago? I didn't say anything.
You're lying. It's the only explanation for her reaction.
Look, I'm not taking this anymore. And if you lay another finger on me, I'm screaming blue murder.
I want to know what you said to Lisa.
You want to know what I said? That she couldn't marry you after what happened between us. Are you satisfied?
No. Wait a minute. That's not true, okay? Because Lisa already knew that. And despite that, she had decided to marry me.
She's perfectly entitled to change her mind about it.
Don't you play games with me, Margarita.
Play games? Play games? I'm the one who's lost out in this game, Santiago. Morning.
Good morning.
I have an appointment with Dr. Davila.
Are you Senora Estrada?
Yes.
Are you two together?
You see, I wanted to get hold of Lisa's boss to find out if he knew anything we didn't know. Maybe he can tell us something that'll explain what happened to Lisa. Maybe he knows something.
If you'd like to come with me, Senora, Dr. Davila will see you now, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Did you tell Lisa that you were expecting my baby?
How could you be so stupid as to think I'd do that, Santiago? What would I gain from it, huh?
It would keep us apart and stop her from marrying me.
And you don't think she'd go straight to her brother and tell him about it, huh? Then what'd happen to me? You wouldn't help me.
That's ridiculous, because Lisa knows the pain and suffering it would cause Augusto if he knew that you...
That I was expecting your child? Is that it?
That's not true, and you know it. It's a total absurdity. Come on.
Absurdity? Take a look at your absurdity.
It isn't my child.
See, it's growing. In fact, I'd say right now, the baby must be about as big as that picture. See?
You know you're sick, Margarita. You need to be locked up in a hospital for mental cases.
I have never lied to you. It's your baby. So it's no use denying it.
Senora Estrada, come with me. I must weigh you before the doctor sees you. This way, please.
Well, as you're here, why don't you come in with me? Come on. Don't you want to see the ultrasound scan? Who knows, maybe you'll notice some resemblance.
Augusto, do you know the guy who works with her, Dr. Jaime Contreras?
No, I don't. I think I told you already. I've heard about him, but I've never met him. What's up, Vicente? What's this sudden interest in Dr. Contreras? What's with this guy?
Like I said, he may know something about Lisa.
I spoke to her.
To Lisa? When? Where is she?
Dunno. She wouldn't say. She just called me on the phone. She said she can't come back, and that was all.
But why did she leave? Didn't she tell you?
No. Vicente, you know the feeling that I had when I was talking to her? That she was saying farewell.
Farewell forever?
Yes, like she's never coming back.
But that's not possible. Lisa wouldn't do something like that.
Vicente, something changed her. Something happened that made her leave the house and her family. And I'm quite sure that it has something to do with Santiago Ortega. He's responsible for all of this.
No, it can't be. It is not true. That is not my child. I refuse to be manipulated by that woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know more or less why we've called a meeting here today. I'm going to leave you with Dr. Jaime Contreras, who will explain in detail the subject of his research. Doctor, please.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues. Well, I suppose this event was labeled a conference, but I prefer to call it a council of warfare, because a great battle is ahead of us. The epidemic that has arisen in the Amazon rainforest is not yellow fever. What we have here is a virus, as yet unidentified, but deadly.
Well, everything looks quite normal. You'll notice some big changes over the coming weeks. The baby puts on a spurt after the 4th month, although it's already formed. The next thing is the development of the lungs, a fascinating stage. You okay, Margarita?
Yes?
You seem tense.
No, I'm okay.
Well, it's normal to have mood swings during pregnancy. It's due to the hormonal levels in the body.
I'm not tense and my hormone levels are fine, Doctor.
But you have a problem, right?
Let's just forget it. When's my next appointment?
In 1 month, although I really don't think the department will still be here.
What do you mean?
You haven't heard. They want to evict us.
I had a strange conversation today with Ernesto Solis.
What do you mean by strange?
Well, I don't know how to describe it, but I ran into him, and he insisted I went into his office. It was like he was trying to get some information from me.
But why? What did he want from you?
Who knows? He mentioned Margarita. He talked about the business relationship with our company, which surprised me. We're only a minor supplier. They must deal with bigger companies.
Sure. That is strange. I can't see why he'd be so interested in us.
No, I've no idea. Actually, I spent time talking to him in his office while waiting for Santiago, but he didn't show.
Isn't that Senor Solis the father of the girl Barbara, the one who was with Santiago?
Yes. And he seemed to me to be hurt and deceived by Santiago. He had explanations, but the rift between Santiago and his daughter ruined them all.
That's quite normal. But what is strange is that he invited you into his office like that when you're Lisa's brother.
Oh, he didn't know she's my sister. He didn't even know who Lisa was.
So, how did he react? Was he different?
No. He believes the fault lies entirely with Santiago. You know, Vicente, I really feel at last I'm getting to know the real Santiago Ortega. And to be honest, I have serious doubts about him and his honesty. And I have to talk to him to find out what he did to my sister.
You are sitting there, right there where you are sitting now. And the look on his face was just priceless. He really had no idea about a thing.
What was Margarita's husband doing here? Was it to see you?
Oh, no. Oh, I found him out there in the reception. And I thought, well, obviously he must know about Santiago and his wife, you know. So I invited him into my office in case, you know, the guy made a scandal. In fact, the idiot doesn't know a thing. His wife's a local bike and he doesn't know. And you should have seen it. Oh, no. Oh, my. You know what? I've never seen such an idiot, really. No, honestly, I just don't get it. How can a man be so stupid? When I think about it, and about my wife, well, I tell you.
Why? It was with Sophia.
Sophia, I have her under control. There's absolutely no way she'd cheat on me. No.
Well, there's no comparison. Sophia's a housewife, isn't she?
Yeah, and you know, she better behave because I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. No, how can you be so stupid, honestly? Especially when you have a wife like Margarita. Can you imagine? Oh,
yes, but you know, sometimes love is blind, as they say.
You know, what really surprised me most in this story? Well, it's Santiago. He surprises me most. Huh? I thought I was a good judge of character and what have you. And what happens? Santiago not only gets Augusto's wife pregnant, but then he has the gall to marry the man's sister. Huh? No. I must admit, I was very surprised. Oh, jeez.
Well, Ernesto, you have to be more careful. You're beginning to become a specialist in nasty surprises.
What does that mean?
Well, I talked to Serper, and he told me Santiago had been to the clinic and knows all about what happened.
Estoy muriendo por ver.
He came by last night.
What?
We finished work in the basement just in time.
Wait a minute, you think he's getting suspicious?
He seems to be okay this morning.
See, I told you the explosives idea was a risky business.
Listen, Gennaro, I can't say no to Ernesto. He owns the company. What does that mean? What does he know, huh?
Well, to start off with, he knows about the eviction notice. He went to see Serpa to ask to see the report from the buildings inspector.
So what'd he say?
Well, according to Serpa, he won't rest until he finds out the whole truth.
There's no way he could suspect. Ever.
We shall have to be careful with Santiago and keep a close eye on the situation. It could become complicated from now on.
Excuse me, senor. I didn't notice you come in earlier. Is there a problem?
Not that I know of.
Well, if you need me,
Hold on, Machado. I just want to confirm with you the last time we used explosives on the site.
Explosives?
Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago.
You know what happened at the clinic?
Yes, I saw the inspector over there. Apparently there's a problem with the subsidence under the structure.
Couldn't an underground explosion carried out near the boundary cause that kind of damage?
But, senor, you're always careful not to do any blasting near the boundary.
I just want to be sure.
I should have gone with Dr. Richardson.
Don't be stubborn, Lisa. Come on. You'll start tomorrow. Be reasonable.
But I feel fine. I'll feel sick again if I stay here.
How's your leg doing?
Well, it hurts a little, but nothing bad, really.
Give it a few days. I'll go check on the patient. Stay here. I'll take you back later. Okay? Wait for me.
Oh, wonderful. What now? I don't get it. What happens?
He blesses our wedding.
You really come up with some strange things, don't you?
Well, you better start getting used to it from now on, because it's only a beginning.
Well, I suppose we better start the... I don't know what to call it.
A blessing, Father. We'd like your blessing. And of course, God's, too.
Fine. I hope the Lord will help you find the proper path for your love.
We never did find the proper path, Santiago. We weren't able to.
If you explain it to me, I don't know exactly what you want.
What I want to know here, Machado, is the exact date of the last destinations.
Come on, senor.
Machado, the clinic has suffered structural damage, and I want to know why.
Look, you're wasting time, senor. The clinic people complain about everything, and everything's the fault of our company. I'll give you an example. Last week, it was the dust we create.
Sure, I agree with you. But I want to be sure the construction site isn't responsible for this. What's so hard to understand?
Nothing, senor.
Well then, I expect your full cooperation.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, senorita. So I confirm that's 2 adjoining rooms in total. Sure, I'll give you the names, senor. Jorge Ignacio Montero and Senora Silvia Estrada. That's fine, thanks. I'll send you the fax confirmation. Thank you. Bye. Silvia. I hear you're going on a trip with the boss.
That remains to be seen, Carolina.
But it's confirmed. I just made the reservations for the hotel.
I don't care. Haven't you heard of cancellations?
Why? What's the matter?
Carolina, I must see Jorge Ignacio. You just have to use eggplants instead of the pasta. The filling for the pasticcio is just the same.
Hello. Mary Angel, how's things? It's your neighbor. Hey, listen, I need a favor. You remember the recipe for the eggplant that you let me have? I've lost it. Can you help me out?
Well, tell him again, please, Carolina. I need to talk to him urgently.
Look, I already told you he's with a client.
Do you think he's avoiding me?
What for, Sylvia?
I don't know. Maybe he's got wind that I don't want to go on this trip with him.
Come on, you're really exaggerating. It's just a weekend. You'll have a ball. And the beaches are supposed to be beautiful there. Sylvia, there's a call from the photo agency.
No, Monica. I can't take any calls now. You take them and just say, I'll call back later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you. Well, go in.
Monica, tell them I'm in a meeting and I'll call them when I'm finished.
Okay. Will you be long?
Just as long as it takes to convince your boss that this trip of his is going to cost me too much.
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por ver.
Thanks for coming over like this.
Sylvia's gone to work, has she?
Oh, ages ago.
I see. And the children?
The children. Ah, they're here, of course. They're sleeping. Well, come in. Don't stand there. Come on. What's up? Is there anything wrong?
No. No, it's nothing.
And your boy?
He's asleep. He finished lunch and dropped off. He's with my mother. Listen, if you have a pen and paper handy, I can write down that recipe.
Sure, but now you're here, I thought you could give me a hand.
Well, I don't know if it's okay, Carlos.
What, you mean preparing an eggplant pasticcio in the kitchen? Well, I don't think it's illegal yet.
What about your sister-in-law?
Look, Mary Angel, what's so dangerous about being alone with a trained house husband?
Oh, I didn't mean that.
So you're staying?
Well, as long as it doesn't take all day, I guess so.
Terrific. I know what it's like with this housework. You don't even have time to cut your own toenails sometimes.
I don't know about that. But sometimes when I go to bed, I feel like I'm some kind of machine that's just being switched off.
Like a machine. Yeah, I never thought about that. It's true. Well, let's go in the kitchen. The ingredients are on the table.
Fine.
Let's go. Oops. Sorry.
As I've already told you, I'm married, Jorge Ignacio.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are.
And I have 2 daughters.
2 daughters, both as beautiful as you, I know.
Why are you doing this to me?
What am I doing?
Getting me to go with you, Jorge Ignacio, to a Caribbean island for this product presentation.
Sylvia, really, I can assure you this trip wasn't my idea. It was Sylvain's.
You make it sound like it's just round the corner, Jorge Ignacio.
Listen, it's just to the Caribbean. It's not far, and only 3 days. And besides, these trips only come up about once a year.
Well, let me tell you, once every 10 years would be too much for my liking.
What does that mean?
I'm not going. There's no way I'm getting on a plane with you, and I'm not going to the Caribbean. Do you always drink when you do the cooking?
Only wine. Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. I am not going to leave my family, Jorge Ignacio. I'm sorry, and that is final.
Have you finished? Sylvia, I'm not asking you to abandon your family.
No? And leaving them for 3 days isn't abandoning them, I suppose?
No. This is a business matter. I'm asking you to be a bit more practical, that's all.
More compliant is what you mean, Jorge Ignacio.
Sylvia, are you insinuating that I have some other motive for taking you?
That's not what I said, no.
But you did suspect it. Isn't that right? Sylvia, Sylvain always planned to distribute his products internationally. You know he did. Besides, you've managed this account right from the beginning. So there is no hidden motive for going.
Jorge Ignacio, please. Can't you see that what I'm trying to say is that... is...
That you're afraid of being with me? Come on, you've no reason to be, Sylvia. The rules of conduct between us won't be any different. I'm not going to put pressure on you.
That isn't the point! What I want to say is that I'm not going to the Caribbean!
Well, if you insist. But I think you ought to know that I consider your presence at this launch to be important. Sylvain does too. What's more, this company has invested a huge amount of resources in the account. Therefore, I suggest that you think it over. Of course. Well, There will be consequences.
Here we go. Aye.
Oh, you okay, Mary Angel?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll go and get something to put on it. Stay here. I'll be right back.
No, don't worry. Listen, a piece of potato will do the trick.
Potato?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course, potatoes. Why didn't I think of potatoes before? Potatoes are great for burns. They're full of potassium. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll peel it.
Don't worry, it's not serious, Carlos.
Hey, come on. It's a burn. Of course it's serious.
Look, it'll be serious if the eggplant burns.
It's all right. Leave
I don't
that.
want to ruin it.
Come on here. Give me your hand. Just give me your hand. Okay, right, Mary Angel. Now, just hold it still, and I'll put some potato on it.
You're incredible, Carlos.
Me? I just have a sense of humor.
And a sense of caring, too. I've never been treated like this. With such tenderness.
Maybe no one's ever seen you like I see you, as a guardian angel. Okay?
Thanks.
Bye. Congratulations, you did a great job. You'll soon be a professional tour guide for La Plata Adventure Tours.
You really call this a job? I found it terrific fun. Well, most of the time.
What do you mean?
Francisco, you didn't look at me once all day. Yeah, you ignored me. You reminded me of the Francisco at the record shop. Like I never existed.
Well, come on, there are tours to look after, you know. I have to take care of business.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Business.
It's not true that I didn't look at you at the record shop. It's just that you didn't notice.
Really?
Yes, you were never noticing anything.
Well, okay. Listen, tell me something. Now that the tourists are all gone, you can look at me from now on.
Yes, I could, but I can't.
Why's that?
Remember I told you that I was going to use my spare time to look for the treasure?
Yes?
That's what I'm going to do. Look for my treasure.
What, now?
This is my spare time, right?
Well, all right. But don't you ignore me like you did when the tourists were here.
Oh, you poor girl. But under the water, I'll be thinking of you, my little precious.
You haven't called me that for ages.
Really?
Look, this isn't right, Carlos.
What? The potato's not working?
No, I'm not talking about the potato.
So what is it? What isn't right?
Oh, heck, the eggplants are gonna burn.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Careful, what are you doing?
No, let me do it. Let me know. I don't know what this is gonna taste like.
Don't get burned again.
No, right. Once
Estoy muriendo, muriendo por ver.
So what's he doing in there?
He's checking over the plans, the dates we did the blasting for the basement foundations. He's going through the lot.
Hey, look, man, I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving.
Cool it, Gennaro.
Things are getting too hot, Machado.
Look, you can't leave. They haven't paid us our money.
Come on, Machado. A dead mate if he finds out what really happened.
Things are pretty busy right now, so just try to be patient, okay? We'll see you as soon as possible.
Okay, Doctor.
Elisa, you'll just have to wait until I've seen the other patients.
No, Doctor, I don't need you to come with me. If you won't let me work today, I'd rather go back alone.
Come on! For God's sake, Lisa, I honestly thought you'd learned your lesson.
I promise you I'll be careful, Doctor.
You have to understand. Jaime gave me explicit orders to look after you. That's true at first, his concern for you did surprise me, but he has great affection for you. So all I'm asking you is don't make things difficult. Hello?
Hello.
Remember me? I came to pick up my boss when we arrived at the airstrip. We brought you here.
Yes, I do remember.
How are things, Bonifacio? Bye, Doctor. I'm on a mission from the boss. What mission's that, huh? He told me to remain at the disposal of this young lady here.
Come on, Mary Angel. I didn't ask you to come over here to wash all the dishes.
it's no problem at all.
I poured you a glass of wine and you haven't even touched it. Are you always this fanatical in the kitchen?
Yes, well, no. Well, yes, I guess I am. I'm just nervous.
Sorry?
Well, you know what was about to happen. A moment ago, you and I were just about to...
Yes, a moment ago we were just about to invent a new recipe. Pasticcio crematorio.
No, something else. And it's not right, Carlos. You and I both married.
How long will I have to cook the pasticcio?
Listen, Carlos, I really appreciate your friendship, and when you're with me, I feel great. But honestly, I don't think that there's... Well,
You don't think that 1 hour is going to be enough, huh? Mary Angel, wait. Hold on. Wait. Mary Angel? Hey, where are you going?
It's getting late, Carlos. I have
Look,
to go.
please, wait a minute.
No, I can't.
Please wait. When will I see you again?
I don't know, Carlos.
Tomorrow, please, as usual?
Carlos,
At the park, right? As usual. Don't complain, Ramirez. Annabelle, look, I'm not complaining. Come on, let's face it. I even have to repair the bulldozer because we can't find anyone to do it. Your father has no idea what the situation is here. Look, if you can fix the bulldozer, then why don't you get on and do it and stop complaining? Look at me. I used to hate this forest. Now I've gotten to like it. I don't get it, Annabelle. Before you hated the Amazon. Now you're saying you like it here? The world goes around, Ramirez. The first time I came to this place, I was forced to come just like you. However, now, I really like it here. It's so interesting. And what could be interesting you other than the road? Well, now, it's interesting, Ramirez. Interesting. You going back to the city? I hadn't really thought. To be honest, I've no real desire to go back there. Ramirez, do you remember that nurse who used to be engaged to Santiago? They were getting married. Of course, why? What's she like? Well, hard to say, really. I hardly even talk to the woman. I can tell you she's someone who has a strong personality. The first time she met Santiago, she was complaining about the problems we were causing at the clinic. Did he talk to you about her? No. You know how reserved Santiago is. Yes, especially as when he started going out with her. He was still officially engaged to my sister. Why are you interested? Curiosity. Simple curiosity. But I do remember that Santiago told me he was in love with her, and I mean really. Santiago was in love? How touching. It's such a noble emotion. Who knows, huh? One day I might fall in love. Yes, Ramirez, I'm serious. I've met a beautiful and stubborn woman. One who has a strong personality.
Tell Senor Solis thank you, but it's not necessary. I don't need you to take me anywhere.
I can't do that, senorita.
Why can't you?
I follow my boss's orders. And although you don't want me to take you anywhere, I have to remain at your disposal. That's how they are around here, Lisa. They follow their orders to the letter.
But it isn't necessary.
You never know. He could be of some assistance to you. So I wouldn't just go and reject the offer out of hand like that. Don't forget, you're going to be visiting the local villages, and a good guide is a necessity. Senorita, I'll be outside. Call when you need me. Excuse me. Bonifacio is quite harmless, Lisa. You can trust him, don't worry.
Yes, but Solis didn't have to do this.
Well, maybe he did it because he likes you, right? Come on, Lisa, go back to the mission with Bonifacio. I'd feel better if you did.
The copy to Senor Nestor. Thank you.
Okay. I want this done fast, Christina. It's extremely urgent.
Of course, sir. Don't worry. Excuse me. How are you, sir?
Fine, you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm very glad I caught you.
Is there a problem?
Ricardo called me.
What do you want?
Santiago's at the site checking things. The plans. All the blasting schedules. In fact, every piece of paper since the site opened. This would indicate that he wants to find out what happened at the clinic. It also means that he suspects that the construction has something to do with the matter.
Imbecile, why couldn't he keep out of it instead of playing the hero?
It's all right. He's only snooping around. At least we now know that he's interested. And that gives us an advantage over him.
Excuse me. Good morning.
I thought you were at the site this morning.
Yes, I was. I must see you about something very important.
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante, tu respiración. Disculpa, sé que estoy violando nuestro juramento. Sé que estás con alguien que no es el momento, pero hay algo urgente que decirte.
So, there isn't any way. You sure that I can help you? It's absolutely necessary for you to see Santiago personally?
Yes, it is.
Well, you may not know this, but the fact is Santiago is more than a mere employee in this company.
Yes, I know that. He was going to marry your daughter, I believe.
Yes, however, things don't always work out.
You wanted him to marry you?
I wanted my daughter to be happy.
Yes, of course.
Well, Santiago made a decision, and I think he did the right thing. I was told that he was supposed to marry a nurse, I think, but the wedding was canceled at the last minute. I don't know what happened.
He was going to marry my sister.
Your sister?
Yes.
For her. Your sister, too. And to be honest, I really don't feel that Santiago Ortega would have been the right man to make them happy. Aurora, be careful with Simon. Don't peddle his hair like that. And you, Alicia, you be gentle with him, too. All right. I have to come up with a title. You got any ideas, Simon? Huh? Let me see. Okay. The husband. That's me. Okay. Now hold on, it needs more. The husband. The husband. Hey, have you finished? The husband in the cage. Ugh. The super husband.
Know what was going on in Santiago's life.
Oh, no, really, come on. I'm not holding her responsible. Not at all. I know Santiago better than most, and I know... I don't want to speak badly of him under the circumstances, but Santiago isn't someone whose intentions are clear.
Look, I don't know much about Santiago Ortega, except my sister fell in love with him, and he seemed serious.
Yes, I know. And in your position, I'd have felt the same. But I've known him for many years, and this behavior... Well, it's not surprising, to be honest. Of course, I feel bad about Barbara, and about your sister, too.
Lisa will get over it, though.
Oh, I'm sure she will. There's no doubt. Of course she will. I'm just sad for my daughter, you see, because she deserves someone who is worthy of...
I love anyone like I loved you, Santiago. All my love is gone now. It's in your eyes, in your skin. Nobody can take your place. Even though we can't be together.
To be honest, I would never have thought for one moment that the woman Santiago was going to marry
could be Margarita's sister-in-law. It's a small world, isn't it? You could say that. And what surprises me is that in the end it didn't happen after what happened with my daughter. I'm really sorry that my sister became involved in this affair. She really didn't know. Lisa Estrada's my sister. Oh my God, I had no idea. Well, it's true. And why did Lisa not get married? I don't understand why they didn't go ahead with the wedding. I don't know. All I know is that Lisa really liked the guy. And I just wanted to do the right thing.
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante.
You still single?
Yes.
Well, you won't be for long, I bet. Not with the looks that you've got. I think that Senor Solis is falling in love with you.